Hey Libra, welcome to your mid-March check-in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you're not getting a message that hits, check your sun, moon, and rising sign to see what does. Anyways, in the description box below, you'll find information about the decks that I'm using, as well as how to book a one-on-one session with me. And for you aspiring readers out there, you'll find a link to my class, Total Tarot, if you'd like to check that out. So here we go, Libra. We have the Observer, Just Go, Authenticity. Okay, so I feel like there's some type of situation that you've been perhaps not actively involved in, because we have this Observer card, but maybe you're just seeing things that really match the truth or deliver confirmation on some feelings that weren't yet justified or validated. And so you're finding that you're basically finding your spaces. You're finding your place in the world right now. You're finding those things that call to you. You're also recognizing kind of when you show up in ways that are against your natural state of being, like kind of when we have a job and we have to fake like a certain like voice or tone of voice, or we gotta kind of like gloss over some of the things that typically in our personal life we would actually address in some way. So like being real, it's like you just want to be real. You just want to be you and do something that is you. Here we have the timing card here at the bottom, which is like maybe you've been kind of buying your time, but I also feel like, toward the end of March, early April, you're going to see things shift. You're going to be ready to make that move. You're going to be ready to just go. But there may be a little bit of fear behind it, because it's always kind of difficult wondering, okay, well, what's going to come in its place if I just walk away from this, if I just let it go or just go. But you're seeing kind of, there's a much larger pattern, I feel like, at work here. Here we have the Justice card. Maybe you're seeing some things that are unfair. We have the Nine of Swords, but you're afraid of missing out on something, right? And then we have the Three of Swords, which to me is like, there's some emotional involvement here. It could be a relationship, or it could be a job where there's a lot of people that you care about with the Star card. But it's like something's telling you like, I just don't know, but I'm afraid that something may pop up. We have this King of Pentacles here. And so it's like, but you're ready to take action. Just, it's like things have been good, but, at first glance to someone else, looking on the outside in, there'd be no reason to leave your post, like people would be like, well, you're doing so well. You're well protected. You made a name for yourself here. But I think you're just ready to take action. Yeah, and I feel like at the same time, maybe there have been some promises that were made that really haven't come to fruition. Maybe you've been waiting on that, which is creating some of this FOMO, right? So let's see what that's about. We have the High Priestess. Okay. So intuitively, you know that something is about to shift, but you may be looking in the wrong place when it comes to whatever the shift is. I feel like, again, this High Priestess is Observer energy, and maybe you've had a difficult time just sitting back and watching these things unfold or not unfold. And here we have the Sun card. It's like maybe you're seeing other people have success, and you're kind of ready to get yours, right? With this Two of Cups here, it's like you're ready to partner up with someone or do something. I also feel something about secret, kind of talking on the side, maybe planning something in quiet here, even though like it seems like it's, even though like you feel like it might be kind of out in the open. I feel like there's just something about like not wanting to show your cards at this time. We have this Two of Swords. Perhaps you're worried about what people might think, or someone saying something, or some type of argument that may ensue because of it. But then we have this Page of Pentacles, which is telling me like it's a message of, okay, but you just got to kind of move and not worry about what people are going to say, not worry about whatever it is that you're trying to keep hush hush, because ultimately you're going to have to put it out there anyways. You're going to have to make it happen in order to get things moving. Here we have this Ten of Pentacles, but I feel like maybe you're worried about your level of commitment to it. Maybe you feel like it's something that's only going to be short term, short lived, and not offer you what you want, and not allow you the resources that you need, because you may be saving up for something, right? And so you may be torn. But ultimately, it's about your energy and the life that you live, you know, creating your lifestyle in order to manifest something greater. And if whatever you're doing now isn't really conducive to the life that you ultimately want to live, it's time to let it go if it's not supporting you in that way. And we have that Five of Pentacles, right? So it's moving out of that lack, that poverty mindset, and allowing yourself to find some type of sanctuary. The wheel is like, let's get going, you know, let's enter a phase where we just start doing the work. The wheels start turning, start thinking, get creative, have more faith in yourself, Libra. The Six of Swords also suggests maybe you don't have to really go far in order to make these things happen. Maybe you think it's a much longer journey than it actually is. And with this Nine of Pentacles here, it's like maybe you're just afraid of taking those first few steps to see what happens. It can also mean some type of level of exhaustion, and it could be from whatever situation that you're hoping to leave behind. It's perhaps a bit of an energy suck. Here we have the Death card, which is, telling you basically to release. I feel like there has been a lot of disappointment in this previous space, and you just want to move away from it. I feel like there's a lot of restriction there. I feel like there's also maybe you've done your best to change what you can, and now that's just all that there is. With this Page of Swords, I feel like you haven't been getting the validation or the feedback that you need in order to keep moving forward in certain aspects, maybe with a certain project, or even it could even be a kind of like a relationship thing. And then we have the Justice card, which has you kind of operating out of your own depth to a certain degree. But then we have this Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands saying, you know, a sacrifice must be made for you to like feel back in your flow, to get your groove back. We have the World card at the bottom here, which suggests like maybe you fear the patience that you feel like you'd have to adopt in order to await this new beginning to come in, right? So let's see. And the Star card, you just got to have hope. You got to be hopeful. And honestly, whatever the situation is that's draining your energy, it's keeping you from that hope. It's keeping you from finding that new beginning. There's always going to be more work to be done. And I feel like your perspectives, you know, are appreciated, but at the same time, they're not moved on. You know, I feel like, again, with those promises that aren't being kept, you know, the feedback, the validation that you need just isn't there because someone's just not present. Yeah, they're dealing with maybe their own limitations. They're dealing with their own stuff. And so they're kind of projecting it onto you, or it is creating an environment of everyone feeling a little bit restricted here. And then we have the Judgment card, and you're like, you're over that. You're ready to leave, you know, to get out of the box, to leave those restrictions, to have more freedom. You know, your ideas are great. You know, what you have to produce is awesome. I think the only fear is the, you know, the investment, the time, the commitment, the effort, the resources, and also, you know, concerns about, well, what will people say to a certain degree? But that really doesn't matter now, does it, Libra? So anyways, that's my quick read for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you'd like to get more personal, book a one-on-one session with me. Link is in the description box below. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. All right, bye.